as always, and I probably will say majority of the time, we're doing something different. I have been watching and studying how to be successful on YouTube, as many of you guys have done also. There's a couple of thoughts or schools of study, so to speak. One is you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. That's fine for some. My personality, that does not work. So what I want to bring to you are different things, different ideas that I have come up with to possibly share something new with you. So that when you click on my videos, you're not going to see the same thing over and over. You may see a variation of something I've done before, but it's going to be something different. And the chances are, if you've been able to take things that you already have in your home, in your house, in your kids' craft area to do what I'm doing, most likely you can do it. Or you can take a trip to the Dollar Tree and pick up all your supplies there too. I have down here, I've got a bunch of paint, and chances of me spilling something are so high because it's all around me. But I have been seeing, and a lot of, like I said, I peruse the YouTube just like you guys do, and Facebook, and I've been seeing something that is one of my favorites is birch trees. I like white birch, river birch, especially here in Indiana during the winter. If you're a Midwest person, then you know that during the winter, everything turns kind of brown and boring looking. But what shines out in the woods are your white birch trees. It depends if there's snow on the ground, then you may not see them. But if there's not much snow on the ground and everything's brown and it's in between snows, they glow like nobody's business. So I've been seeing where people are doing some paintings with, they're doing pours onto their canvas, and then they're putting these river birch like looking trees on their canvases. So I'm going to scoot you down so you can see what my canvas looks like. My canvas is not very pretty today. It is a canvas that I tried to do a pumpkin like looking thing on, and then I swiped it off, and then I did some more to it. So we're going to see if we can reuse this, reuse it, and I think we can. I have a small palette here that I'm just going to do paint. I got this white the other day that I used on one of my other paintings, and it's kind of a pearly white. These Tester Craft, if you could find these, they come in a set of, I want to say 24, maybe 36. I bought these at Menards, but I have seen them other places. If you find them, they're like $24. They're worth your money in doing crafts because they have all colors, and they have ranges of colors. Like, for example, I'm going to do some greens today. So here's the greens. So you've got your dark, your light, and another light green, and they've got names on them. I think one's a cactus, avocado, and this one's just green. So, and you can mix the colors together if you want to. You can play around with colors to find out what colors will make your colors go muddy, that sort of thing. So we'll see what we can do. So what I've got down here is I've taken tape, and I have put stripes onto my canvas because I want the trees to be tall and pretty. So we're just going to give it a try. What I've done here is I keep one of these handy when I'm kind of sketching out what I want to do, and I've got my little whiteboard back here. I don't do too much with it. I bought it thinking I would do a bunch of stuff with it, but I really don't. To kind of sketch out onto this canvas as to where I want my point paints to go. So I've got down here where I'm going to do green, where the grass would be, and then I've got blues going on up. I have some yellows in here also that I want to do kind of spotty yellows, and I have these I'm going to do as a pour, and I'm going to try to keep them within the places that I want to do. And I think I might, what do I want to do? Do I put more tape on? I might. I'm going to put some tape up here. Okay. Put some tape across here. So we'll do this kind of like in stages. The good thing about these paints is they dry fast too. So it's not going to take very long for me to be able to go on to the next one. And if they bleed into each other, that's okay too. So we'll just get started. Like I said, I have my 3 greens here. I did add a little bit of black to one of these greens just to kind of, I really wanted to muddy it up a little bit. So I did. And I've got my little clear cups here so you can see I'm going to do a cup pour. So I'm just going to layer up some greens here for this to go down because I want it to look like you would see out in nature to some degree, but then I also want it to look like a painting. So here we go. And like I said, chances of me spilling something are so high. Well, hey, baby. Cheddar wants to come out. Okay, so we've got our greens here. So I'm just going to pour these on here. I may have to do a couple cups. That's okay, too. Yeah. Now I want to cover this pretty good because I also want to cover up that orange too. I don't want it to shine through. But if it shines through a little bit, that's okay too, because it is kind of like a fall-ish color, right? Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Take it right up to where the paint is, and that's where the trees will be. Okay, so let's do some more. And I should probably put gloves on. Alright, let's see what we do here. I'm going to let it go down over the edge of my painting also, because I want it to be there also. So we're covering up this orange. So get it to come down this way. Got plenty of green here. Let's see here. Okay. Now the interesting thing is there's some different schools of study out there in regards to what to do with the sides of your painting. I've heard where some people who look at paintings like to see that it's more of original and the paint just went where it wanted to go. I've seen other people say stuff like, well, no, I want the edges to look clean and pretty and all that stuff. Well, that's up to them. I'm going to put some gloves on here while that kind of dries. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up there and do some blue. Yeah, my gloves not going to work. Guess those gloves didn't pass or passed inspection. Here we go. All right. So the thought is is once this dries, I will go back in and I will do the tree part. I'm going to take this off. I'm not sure. I'm going to do the sky all the way up. Okay. But I'm going to layer it some. So let's see, the sky. Let's do this one. And the median today is I'm using it as the Floetrol. I did buy some other types, and I'll do some videos on those too. And I may do like a comparison, do some small canvases and show you the difference, how they look. I might have to mix up some more paint. That's okay. I have so many cool ideas to share with you guys. One of the things I did read about if you want to start a YouTube channel is to write down at least 100 different ideas on what you want to do on your channel, which makes sense, right? I have my notebook pretty filled. So I had all kinds of ideas, and that was back several weeks ago. So. Since then, I've come up with some more ideas. Alright, I think, do I want dark up there? Like a gray, maybe? Yeah, let's do a gray. Let's do a gray. Let's do something. Let's do... Oh. Get a gray rolling here. There we go. See if I can do a little bit of blue in here. You can mix your paints. Nothing wrong with that. If you can get the paints out, you can mix them. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. It's in a grayish. Okay. I'm hoping this turns out pretty. Like I said, River Birches are one of my favorite trees. You know, as a kid, my dad, he was big into trees. He knew his trees. That's why in junior high, when we had to do the leaf collection thing, it really wasn't all that hard of a thing for me to do, because I had been, you know, with him, you know, we always hung out together. And we would go, and as we would be in different areas, he liked to be in the woods. So he knew his trees. He knew. Oh, look at the cells popping up. That's cool. So he knew it. He knew the trees and stuff like that, and he would share that information. And I think when you share information with kids, not pushing them to learn like, oh, you know, what's 1 + 1, that sort of thing, but you're just talking to them and you share information with them, that's when they just kind of pick up. It's kind of like, I just know what a river birch is. I don't remember when I first learned what a river birch was. You know, I don't know. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to sign off from here from now, and I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll pull these up, and we will do just black and white, and we'll make some river birch trees. And it should, I think it's going to turn out really cool. Make sure all that orange underneath is covered up, and we will let it dry. And see if we can kind of mix these two together so they look a little bit more natural. Kind of like some grass coming up. Okay, we're going to let that dry, and then we will pull up the little tabs. I got tabs down here, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so for you guys, it'll be just a few minutes. For me, it might be a lot later tonight. So I'm going to clean this up because I'm going to do a few more videos this evening, and yeah, so I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Talk to you soon. Bye. But I like the creativity, you know. Like I've said before, this art is yours. You can do whatever you want to with it. You can do as little or as much as you want to. Be as creative as you want to. That's Cheddar. He thinks I'm talking to him. Poor thing. Okay. And I probably will cut that part out. Cheddar, really? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Oh well. Alright. It's very 2D. Alright. Alright, well I think we're done with those. I hope you enjoyed this silly project. I did. It was kind of interesting to give it a try. This is not the kind of art that I normally do, but I thought it was kind of neat. So stay tuned, and we are going to do some really fun things here. And like I said, you'll always see something different on my channel. So there you have it. And I'll take some other really good pictures, maybe hanging up on the wall and that sort of thing, so you can get to see what it looks like once it's dried. I may fill in some more leaves, probably will. So there you have it. So I hope you have a good day, and if you go out there and be awesome, might as well, right? All right, we'll talk to you soon, and thank you for watching. And if you're enjoying my channel, ring that bell. Give me a thumbs up if you can, and subscribe so you know when the next different type of video will be out there. So I will talk to you soon. Have a good day, and bye.